So there you heard the judge, Masipa, agreeing to an adjournment for the day because Oscar Pistorius simply could not continue. He was inconsolable and the defence ceased for that day. But what happens tomorrow will be more of the same. Oscar Pistorius will have to resume where he left off. This is the gentle questioning of his defence attorney. He hasn't had the tough cross-examination yet of the prosecution, so yet more to come when the court resumes tomorrow at 9:30 local time. Now let's just bring in a criminal attorney, Marius du Toit, who is from Johannesburg, and you've been watching this, Marius, throughout the trial. Just stepping back from this really harrowing day today in court, what are the defence trying to bring out of Oscar Pistorius, and what are they trying to show?
You know, Karin, we have to understand that the defence has to put Oscar's version before the court. And of course, during the bail hearing, they had the affidavit, but it's now for the first time that we have him actually testifying. And they have to do this in a comprehensive way, and they have to cover all their bases. Because once Karin now gets the opportunity to cross-question them, there's no further opportunity for them to introduce new evidence. They can't come afterwards and say, listen, right, I want to introduce more evidence. So they have to put the full version on record, and they have to lay the basis for the experts.
What is the point of asking Oscar Pistorius to talk about his relationship with Reeva Steenkamp? What are they trying to show with all those messages we heard in abundance? It went on and on this morning.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a character assassination during the state case where they deliberately tried to show that Oscar had a bad character, and I think what they're trying to do now is to put the other side before the court, so the court can see it's not only a one-sided affair where Reeva was concerned for her safety with Oscar, but we now have the reverse side to it. There's actually a loving relationship, a good relationship, and I think they're just trying to emphasize that fact to the court.
And they were trying to show that the arguments that did happen, and the state had made a big case of, they talked about that WhatsApp message when Reeva Steenkamp had told Oscar Pistorius, I'm scared of you sometimes. They tried to sort of to explain that all as being part of the rough and tumble, if you like, the difficulties any relationship might have.
I agree with you, Karin. You know, I think that it should never have been part of the trial in the first place. That has no relevance. The fact that they were having an argument days before has no bearing on what happened that night. Because it's quite clear that on Oscar's version, he made the mistake of his life. On the reverse side of the coin, he was in an argument and he was trying to kill her. So either way, the fact that they had an argument before has no bearing on that specific night. So I yet have to see why they've introduced that in the first place, but because it was allowed, they now have to refute it.
Okay, Marius, thank you very much. Marius du Toit, we appreciate your time. So, as Marius was saying, that is going to be the continuing theme of the defence, more about what happened that specific night and the aftermath of those terrible events when the court resumes tomorrow morning. And of course, as we've said all along, the prosecution hasn't even started yet. Back to you, Huw.
Karin, thanks very much once again. Thanks to your guests too. And a quick reminder that here on BBC News, you can catch up with the key moments of this very dramatic day today in that trial in Pretoria at 7:30, special programme at 7:30 tonight on the BBC News channel.